I'll say, are you going into Mire here?
I think Days is going to take a look at the desert first.
I think going into desert first is extremely prudent. But I'd be awfully tempted to dip into Misery Mire here.
I think you're going to pass on Mire just for right now, just on Days' perspective, possibly for Days, just because he might want to go for the hammer now that he has a bow to go beat Helma.
You don't need a hammer for Misery Mire.
No, but you might want that other sword.
You might want the other sword, yeah. Like, but also I'm not going into Misery Mire thinking that I'm going to be able to beat it, right? I'm going into Misery Mire knowing that I'm going to have to, like, somebody on our team is going to kind of have to come in here and look for the big key anyway, right? And
yeah,
oftentimes you're going to just find items along the way.
And here's another wrinkle to this puzzle. Deserts are green pendants, so...
Yeah, so it makes sense to beat this. Certainly makes sense to beat this before going back over to Pod for the hammer.
Yeah. Oh no, Mystic's gone straight for the gnome bow.
Yeah, that's too bad.
Yeah.
Or not. No, calling an audible, and maybe after discussing it with Dazed on the fly, literally and figuratively on the fly, on the flute screen.
Oh, they can't get they can't get it.
Oh, Mystic needs the mitts out of Thieves Town, of course.
Wait. Yeah, no, I'm just thinking. I guess Days did not do K45 and Stumpy because of. Yeah, Days must have.
Oh. We found our Arcane of Samaria in Swamp, so we are Boots Go mode potentially.
Okay. No, well,
and at that just for the GT big key.
Yeah. Oh boy.
So here we go.
Here we go. This is going to be really interesting for all of our runners today. I think Amish might dig Mire Shed for a sword or something, but they might
come
skip
out with
it.
silvers. Yeah.
Yeah, this is going to be weird because I don't think leftovers. I don't believe is going to get silvers, even though it's kind of a layup for silvers.
Yeah, I don't think that they will, because I think they know they're in go mode, right?
Yeah, they know they can get into GT at the very least.
Yeah. Mystic should have Bombos. Bombos was in Pod. Did he skip the Stalfos basement chest?
It was.
Or was it just a tracker malfunction? I wonder. And then, of course, the question that we have to keep the thing that we have to keep reminding ourselves of is that Dapper doesn't have the Ice Rod, which is on Zora Ledge, and he has already been up there. Now, like, he has to know by now. Because Zero probably said, "Oh, I just found the cane. We're in go mode."
I'm just gonna scat out Amish Paradise because going to stumble into the silvers in the stupidest way possible here. They didn't hop down to check the ledge item.
Who hops down to check the ledge item? That's pure time loss as far as I'm concerned. Just walk down there until you can see it.
So
that's an extra flute. That can't be worth it.
So Dapper's gonna have silvers, probably. Oh boy. Yeah, I guess if you're mirroring, then it still. So Amish Paradise should be in go mode sans boots. We'll have silvers and we'll have Master Sword Silverless Ganon, Silver Ganon on the table.
Yeah, I mean, we're fluffing the heck out of GT looking for a tempered sword.
Yeah. You know, in a seed with a low percentage seed like this, Bugnet would be bad. I missed that. That was the sell item.
Oh, the fillet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fillet's always nice to have.
Yeah, especially when you're sitting on 7 or 8 arts. Just being able to capture a fairy is always nice, especially because I don't think we've seen Magic Powder yet. So
We sure have not. Or a mushroom. Leftovers just did not do Stumpy. That is correct. By the time Mystic was done in Swamp Palace, they were, I think, realized that they were in go mode because Dazed had found that bow at Meyer's shed. And so, yeah, they are just not going to go there because Mystic started their Dark World loop at Hype Cave.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
And Dazed did the exact same thing as Dapper and did not get the second sword.
Oh, no.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy. All right. Well, two potential landmines here, then.
I think Wormman's in a pretty good spot right now because I don't. He's not going to search GT for an ice rod when he knows his partner has it.
No, they must have figured that out. Yeah. This was some potential time saved for in pod for leftovers, and they're not going to get it. They'll get some of it because presumably Dazed is not going to mirror out of Helmasaur, but is still maybe going to go back in for that other sword.
Yeah. Gonna get a look into Meyer now for Zeronex. Probably not gonna really search it too hard if we can avoid it.
No, we're just looking for the big key and that's it.
Mystic saying from Othula. We'll miss both of the shields.
Dig Game, a particularly rude place for half magic in this seed. It took a lot of digs, I think. I'm pretty sure that I saw I'm pretty sure that I saw the text box of shame on Dazed sides, and Dapper probably got it too.
Actually, Dazed does have half magic, so he did do.
Yeah, that was definitely on Dig Game. I remember seeing it pop out of the ground, and then didn't do Stumpy. For maybe because. I don't know. I'm not sure. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me.
I guess. Well, he turned in purple chest, so maybe his route instead was picked up the Smith, turned into Smith, and then grabbed purple chest, and he fluted down.
Maybe.
And did it in the light world.
There's blinds down for Dapper. It's not a Godmire, so we do have some searching to do in here.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Dave's not going to get a key to make it a little easier to get back to where the other one is, because Helmet can't have it. Let's just hope he goes back in there.
Nope.
Oh boy.
Later, sword. All right. Well, Dave's better hope for one in GT along the path. But that means that he is almost certain to be at a sword disadvantage to everybody else, and has a Master Sword Silverless staring him in the face.
Pretty much, yeah.
They must not have noticed. That's the only that it must have gotten lost in communication, and I can't imagine willingly, like on purpose, skipping that sword.
No.
That like
I think
Yeah.
I think it got overshadowed by the fact that the camera was just behind that, just in front of it or behind it.
yeah. Mystic visiting the resource, the capacity ferry there before heading into Ice Palace.
Yep.
I think it is self-evidently a lot slower, personally, but I guess it's probably closer than I think. Like, just assuming that you're going to get one in GT at this point or along the way. Like, that's probably the case, right? That, you know, that you will open up a sword here in one of the couple dungeons that you haven't beaten yet, or in GT, or that your teammate will, and you can just fix it, right? And then I guess that's, you know, I guess that if you're confident in your Master Sword Silverless fight, you know, then you aren't losing time compared to that. But, you know, Tempered is just so much faster.
And that's Armos Knight's down for Dazed. So he said 5 dungeons complete.
6.
6?
Count, because he's everybody's beaten Naga.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay, he remembered.
Okay, all right. Good job, Dazed.
I guess he wanted to see if maybe he could pull a sword off Armos Knights without having to actually go back.
Oh yeah, I guess Mystic hasn't beaten Eastern yet. Has been to Eastern. I think
Right.
Mystic did the original scout in there before we had Dark World access, but still needs to go back and beat Armos Knight. So that is legit. I didn't think of that. And if Dazed, if that's what you're doing and if that's what you were doing and you were watching this back, I apologize.
I did not see anything of interest in Misery Mire, which means if there's
no.
a sword in there, it's possibly just in a really bad spot.
Yeah, sword and boots really the only things that we are still kind of on the lookout for.
Here comes the Eastern Pod double clear for 0 as Dapper finishes up Swamp.
I think that Dapper is pretty clear, Ice Rod notwithstanding. I think as far as just the amount of game that they've completed, Dapper is pretty unambiguously in the lead.
Yeah.
But I think it is way closer, or at least I'm having a harder time figuring out between 0 and Mystic which of the two of them are in the lead between the two of them.
Yeah.
Like, Mystic's about to finish dungeon 6 here, whereas 0 is just heading in here, but only has to beat Helma in here.
Yeah.
So...
And that's Silver's collected for Dapper.
Yeah.
Dazed is heading into Swamp himself. Actually, Dapper's going to also go to knock out Land Boys as well. So Dapper's going to be the first one that GT, and it's going to be not going to be close.
Dapper's actually on 7, not 6. Swamp Palace just isn't marked for him.
All right. Yeah, so this will be Desert Meyer for Dapper, and then off to Ice, and then I'll BTR and head into GT.
Danny brings up a good point. Maybe you instead of sending Zero to do Pod and Eastern, I think going to Ice might have been the better move because you're still looking for Boots and neither of them's been to Ice yet. And Boots make Pod and Eastern way faster.
Yeah, on the other 4%.
Sorry, you cut in and out a little bit there. Say again.
Yeah, I was just gonna say yeah, but on the other hand, that's like a 4. We don't know if we'll need a 4%.
Yeah. But you got to go to Ice anyway, right? Why not give yourself the chance to find them? You know, those checks in Ice most of them are like right along the way. This just seems like zero downside to me. What can you hook there? Apparently, so I haven't done this myself, but you can hook onto the side of the door there in the second back of desert tile room. I just learned that was a thing like mere weeks ago. So it might have been known for a while, but oh, not that. Or not what? Or what the heck? Oh, yeah. What the hell? Anyway, regardless.
Greed Pendant. Collected for Dapper. That's there, and that stays independent today.
All right. That is 7 dungeons, 4 dazed. Dapper is on 8, heading towards his 9th. Uh, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Zero is on 6, heading towards number 7. And Mystic is on just completed number 7, is heading to 8. At this rate, I think Dapper's going to be an Ice. Or Dapper's going to be an Ice, I think, long before Zero.
Yeah.
It makes sense for Zero to go do Skull. It's kind of 6-1. Doesn't really matter, but Zero's needs to be catching up here.
Yep. It's 7 to 8 now. Vanilla Bakey.
Ah, okay. So you're making a wise stop, perhaps, here at the potion shop. Does actually, though, imply that... oh, no, he is going to Skull next. Okay, I was going to say. I thought maybe the potion shop stop would come right before Ice. but might as well just get it out of the way.
Days wisely grabbed the big key of the Vice Palace on his way through, just so he didn't have to go back and hit the switch for a check. Mystic is holding out hope that it's not going to be a vanilla big key today, but that's unfortunately going to not happen.
Alas.
Yeah.
I usually just bite the bullet and do it first. I don't like to backtrack.
Well, you should know, because if that was a big key... Oh, boy, this is... See, unfortunately, I don't like this route that Mystic's going through.
Yeah.
Because you should be checking Compass just next, just to see if it's a small key.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think to do Firelock chest, or the compass chest, and then if you're gonna go back for anything, right, you do compass chest and then the lobby chest and then cutscene. I usually just do cutscene before lobby chest, but whatever.
Yeah, it kind of depends on. I think it also kind of depends if you're good with the boots rail clip and you got boots or not.
That's true.
Because like if you have the boots rail clip, you kind of want to sequence lobby for last. Oh, we had a vanilla compass today, so this must mean that our last small key's on.
Oh,
Vitreous. Ooh.
Viddy, please. Oh, we got a fairy. Okay. Dapper gonna need to get some arrows.
Yeah. Well, thankfully, Ice Callus is his next port of calls. So.
Yeah, so he can, $100 for all those. Looks like they're going to be in Ice Palace at exactly the same time here, which is not ideal.
No.
But maybe this is when you send Dapper to go get the stupid ice rod.
This has got to be the moment you send that.
It has to be.
Dapper to go. Now, it should be mentioned that while the runners are allowed to stream share today, not stream, information share today, they can't actually watch each other's streams. So the only person who's going to be able to go back and look and see where that ice rod was is Zero next. Dapper can't.
He should get it after ice, not before. Why? Explain yourself, Mr. Music.
I should get it. No, that's pretty reasonable. Just because, one, you'll be in the Dark World otherwise, and you'll be saving Quinn to the top of the pyramid after mirror anyway. And the other one is you have to walk out of Zora, hit back to Ice Palace.
I mean, I suppose that's true. That's true. But you've got the flute. Like, saving Quinn out of Zora and then saving Quinn the Old Man and then just flute to 8. Who cares? It's not like that big of a deal. I think that the advantage of having Zero more than like 2 rooms ahead in here is worth that like minor inefficiency.
Dapper's just gonna go barge on right through. Okay, getting bad.
It's an icebreaker race.
It's an icebreaker race, but the problem right now is it looks like Dapper is gonna. I believe the big key was up here in the chest. So Dapper should be grabbed. Oh no! Oh no! No!
What are they doing?
Can't be betting that this is a small key. Yeah, no. Oh god. No, but the problem that Dapper has now is that the pegs are in the wrong position.
Oh, Dapper didn't hit the switch.
He didn't hit the switch, so he
needs the big key. I think he just realized it.
Fortunately, he's already walked by the big key.
Oh, was the big key in H room?
Yeah, it was in the. Yeah, it's in the behind the block.
Yeah, I just got a mirror out. Yeah.
Yeah. Because he could. Yeah. unfortunate.
I'd say it's time he can't afford to waste, but it's sort of like they've got a decent lead here. They don't know that, obviously, so I'm sure he feels real bad.
Yeah.
But that's why you just eat the flute time save, or the eat the flute inefficiency. Just go get the ice rod and let Zero full clear the dungeon. You know where everything is, and then you can come in and go mode it instead of trying to do this weird simultaneous clear.
I mean, this would have been fine if he went back and hit the switch. That's like you weren't hunting for items in here.
Yeah.
Mystic's heading for pod and Eastern, so almost we'll be done with all of their crystals. This is Day's last crystal that isn't on the mountain right now.
Dapper, what are you doing? Oh, I guess he hit the switch, so it doesn't matter. Okay.
Yeah. Days has exactly 8 arrows left, of course.
Zero is going back up here to confirm that the ice rod was on Zorledge.
That there's no item here, and therefore Dapper should have picked it up. Oh, they never got it either.
They never got it either.
Oh,
Did they not have the flippers?
No, they all had the flippers at that time. Okay, this is interesting.
What? That's... They both forgot about it? Okay, dude. Danny, you need to call a team meeting right after this ring.
Yeah.
I have several questions, says Danny Music in chat. Yeah.
Yes. The third member of Amish Paradise. But
yeah.
Oh no, and we're also having somebody else requesting a team meeting.
Zaf requests a lot of things, and most of them he doesn't get, so it's okay.
Yeah. So Days gets a little bit more another arrow back in his quiver.
We still don't have the boots, so we have to do this the mega slow way. What are we going up through the Dark World for?
Nobody check Super Money.
So? You're in go mode. A sword, I guess? Just do TR first. It's fine. All right, so against all odds, Days Cloud going to be our first runner into TR.
Yeah.
Dapper not just saving and quitting for some reason.
I don't know if he rescued the old man or not, but at the same time.
Maybe he didn't.
Still, I think that'd be faster than walking and swimming out of Zora. Just restarting at sync or... Mystic is our last runner clearing Eastern Palace, and we'll be up in the mountain shortly.
Now, I understand why Dazed checked Super Bunny and Hookshot cave before even going up to TR, as the Daze doesn't even have a Master Sword. So is maybe feeling a little extra, a little extra pressure to find another sword.
Daze does. I think he wants. Daze finally did go back for that Master Sword, but.
Oh, he did. Oh, it's just not marked on it. Sorry, it's not marked. Okay.
Yeah.
Tracker Omnom.
Yeah. You sent one runner in here for the GT Big Key, right? I don't think so. You can full clear GT. You can full clear Desert TR. I don't
Any
think
other
really...
dungeons. No, I think you just do TR.
Yeah, I don't think there's really any real reason to not do TR right now.
Does Daze still have to beat Moldorm?
Daze will have to beat Moldorm, yeah.
Okay.
But so will Zero Dex. So they're kind of like, Daze is a little ahead of him right now, but Dapper's mountain climb ahead of Mystic.
Yeah.
So right now, Amish Paradise is kind of in the advantage.
Yes, I would say so. They're going to be able to search GT a little bit more efficiently too. Don't just take the hit, Nick. Just take the hit.
And
the reason you'd go to GT to look if boots are required. That, I mean, sure, I guess, but I feel like you're going to be opening everything in TR looking for the boots anyway.
Yeah, like the one questionable check right now is like Mimic Cave, but I think you do Mimic Cave anyway, just for a sword.
Yeah, or a sword. I mean, yeah, especially if you're dazed.
Yeah.
Well, no, again, dazed has the
well,
the
yeah, I know.
Sword, but yeah, so all of them, especially for all of them.
Yeah, they're all Master Sword. even if we you know, the fact that somehow leftovers missed silvers on, I believe, one of Zaphikil's favorite checks in this game.
Yeah, Zaph. The Mystic and Daze Cloud nether checked Stumpy, and that's where the silvers are.
Yeah. I'm remembering a mentor tournament race where I think Stumpy had. I don't know who's running that seed.
It was a weird confluence of things that made them end up skipping it. Just a weird accident of timing about like what Dazed found right as Mystic was finishing Swamp. Really kind of unfortunate. Because I think that based on the information that they had at the moment, they made a perfectly reasonable decision to jump out on Stumpy. I think it was the right decision for them to make. It was a good decision for them to make. It turned out to be punishing a little bit.
The second bow was in a not as punishing spot.
Yeah, no, second bow in Mireshed is on path as far as I'm concerned. You know, you're not skipping Mireshed. They were still looking for stuff.
Yeah.
There are the boots on Laser Bridge, where they belong.
Good.
So we're now officially in go mode. That's the, I think, second straight boots on Laser Bridge that I've calmed. Danny saying that Amish Paradise might skip the boots on Laser Bridge. I think you check those looking for a tempered sword, personally.
Yeah, I think there's at least enough value there. They don't have the small. Oh boy, so they don't have.
They could too. I mean, they've got
the key layout worked out in their favor to do that.
Or I mean, in their favor. I don't know. Yeah, no, they're not checking it.
Oh boy.
Well, That's unfortunate. It's gonna, clearly going to. I think that this will Omega punish them if the GT Big Key is on the torch, right? That's a game losing mistake.
Yeah.
You
know, it would be another funny thing to be on GT Torch right now.
What? Another sword?
Another sword.
Yeah, that would also be real bad for Amish Paradise. I think if it is nothing, then this finish could be real interesting. Nick, please hit. Thank you. Oh no, wasted hit.
Yeah, so I'll get Silent Chad agreeing with me. Oh, good. Trinex had a sword.
Oh.
Okay.
All right. Well, in that case, everybody's fine.
Yeah.
Oh no, Zero has to mirror out to here. Ran out of magic. Oh boy, this is now extremely interesting.
Yeah.
Just a couple unforced errors on Amish Paradise's side. Now Nick is going backwards.
Yeah, he's gonna have to. No, he has to get the magic from one of the Poke rooms.
Yeah. Bottom left. Yep. Mirror again. He's looking for more magic.
Yeah, so from where this was sitting, where basically leftovers had Dazed and Amish Zero were kind of tied. Now Zero Dazed is well ahead.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah, Dapper and Day is going to be basically tied heading into GT here. And Dazed has the boots, and Mystic is going to have the boots. I think that swung it. I think that's the difference here. Even if the key isn't on the torch.
Yeah, I think right now it's going to be how much. I think either one of them could be done. This is hard to call.
I guess Nick has made up some. Nick made up a little bit of time there, but it's artificial just because he didn't check Laser Bridge.
Yeah. Fireman's going to go just do right side first, which is understandable.
Yeah, did a hope option. Dazed is going to Dark Magician.
Yeah, what the way that the timing's working out for the two teams, that makes a lot of sense, because that way Mystic will know which side he has to go through when he gets to the end of it. Oh, and Borman. Okay, Borman. No, he's just going for the small key. He's not going full right.
That would have been real spicy.
Yeah.
Oh man, Nick's still having trouble in this Trinex fight. No. One more shot. No, go for slashes. Oh no.
Oh boy.
Has a fairy, but it is not going to be able to get hits in, I think.
Both of them had fairies. Fortunately.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Oh god.
Yikes.
Yeah, Mystic took a death. Mystic took a death too, but it was on phase 2, so that was an easier.
Oh boy.
All right.
This has been an adventureful TR here.
Yeah. It's not right side. All right, so we're heading left.
And from this point on, Zero is just losing time.
Yeah.
I don't see absent execution trouble from Dazed and Mystic. Which, you know, we've seen some execution struggles from both of them today. Neither of them, I would say, at the top of their game. Nobody is. You know, so entirely, it's not out of the realm of possibility. Listen, you guys have been watching the same race, right? Like, everybody has had a couple screw-ups at this point. Co-op is hard, yeah. I'm not blaming anybody. This mode is stressful, and you are forced to do lower percent stuff than you would normally be doing. You're trying to talk and play at the same time, maybe that you in a way that you don't normally. You know, this mode is really hard.
Yeah. And
and Nick still had to do Hera too. This is just even more.
Yeah. Catching the fairies, which he's made ample use of today. But our big key today was in Random Room, so Mystic is heading right forward.
Yep.
We're also going to make some ample use of fairies as well. Are some of the people in chat who do running commentary and their own streams are wondering if it's even possible to talk and play at the same time.
I know I talk a lot less when I'm trying to play, because I'm trying to concentrate, you know?
Yeah.
Mystic on just 7 arrows, yeah.
Look, you can kill the first 3 and then pick up the pot, you're fine. Fortunately, our stun prize is red rupees.
We're about to see Dazed pass Dapper here.
Yeah, make an excellent use of that half magic.
And the boots.
All right.
And there it is. There's the moment.
Take it. Get Sarah pod refill. Gotta remember to do it when the beamos aren't firing, or else the sprites won't load the hero refill in.
All right, Daze has officially taken the lead.
Yeah. Daze has a lead for now, but Dapper will probably finish first at this rate. Just having silvers, but
yes, yeah, probably.
Like a room, this is a room of difference. It's not enough to.
Yeah, it's not an entire difference between silvers and silverless. Yes.
Mystic's hitting the restock room. And that's the big key for Zero next. Hoping for a sword. Maybe boots.
And Dazed also going to be looking for silvers up here. Not going to find them. Oh no, I hate it when that happens. When the bomb lands in the wall. Oh wow, and it made the jingle there, but didn't blow open the wall there too. The rare.
Yeah.
Oh no!
He has a fairy, pretty sure.
Okay, geez, how many times am I gonna get trolled by a fairy today?
I mean, we've seen more fairies used this seed than we normally do on 2 entire seasons of Ladder.
Yeah, right? Yeah, MVP, the fillet.
Yeah.
The jingle was from the torches running out on the super tile. That makes sense. So the second bomb just missed? Yes, Allison. The boots were on Laser Bridge, and Amish Paradise did not check it.
Yeah.
And that ended up being at least the final difference in this seed, because Dapper was first into GT, and Dazed passed him on the climb, and Zero also had some adventures in TR that did not help. But
yeah, Dazed and Zero were pretty close to being in TR at the same time, but Zero ran out of magic and then had to go do magic refills in TR.
Using the cape. Gonna get this 1-1 here. Leaning on that half magic. I don't know. Daze might still finish first. Depending on warps. Probably
You
not.
find arrows in the Dark World. Huh. I wonder what checks we have left in the Dark World, Dazed.
Well, nobody saw Catfish.
Dazed did
So
the
could just be
Catfish.
there.
I'm pretty sure
Daze went to Catfish? Oh.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Dave's last check in Dark World, the last check that they had in Dark World is
Stumpy. Pyramid Fairy. Could be Pyramid Fairy.
True. Yeah, we were in go mode at about 45 minutes, so we had like 45 minutes of Dungeon Rush. So no one checked it. Uh-oh.
That's the Ice Rod Dapper. There you go. That Ice Rod oopsie was a big deal for Amish Paradise as well. But get your GGs in chat for Dapper Wormman. Gonna finish this race first. Dapper finishes with an official time of 1 hour, 32 minutes, and 15 seconds. GG's.
GG's. And Days Cloud is finishing up now. So let's take a look. Mystic is now falling in. Yeah, so I think at this point this is probably going to end up with leftovers, barring a fall. Dazed has finished with a official time of 1:32:42.
GG's Dazed. Yeah, if Mystic can manage Ganon clean, then we're good.
Yeah. We have a 20-second time difference basically. But
Ooh, takes a fire bat hit there.
well, the phase 4 is Zero starting phase 3.
Oh, drops the spin input. That's unfortunate. Oh, wow, that's so close. Wow, and get your GGs in chat for Mystics and Zero.
Yeah, GG's.
GGs, and I think with that difference, just 1 second difference between Mystic and Zero Nix, congratulations to Amish Paradise with the win.
Yep.
The Silvers in the end did it.
Big Monkey in chat saying what a roller coaster. I agree.
What a race. I didn't even have my words there at the end. I was just letting it play out. What a finish.
Gonna go drag our runners into chat for a quick interview.
Yeah, absolutely.
Being joined
We
by
are-
Zero. Sorry.
Oh, go ahead. You brag them
Gonna
in.
say-
You say it.
We're being joined by Days Glad and Zero Nix. GG's, guys.
GG's, guys.
Yo, GG.
GG's.
That was a back and forth finish there at the end. Just like,
Yeah, I was watching. So silvers are what? What are we talking here? Are we talking Stumpy or are we talking?
they are on
Stumpy.
Stumpy, which was just really unfortunate for you guys. Just like an accident of timing, right?
Yep.
Where
Yep.
you had just found that bow as Mystic was finishing up Swamp Palace, right?
Yep.
So of
Yep.
course you guys are going to abandon that. So yeah, no, very unlucky there.
You know, if I don't have my Great Moth adventure, I fully disagree with my first death. I have my sword out in front of me. I let go of the button. He still kills me. So, no idea what happened there. Very, very unhappy with that. But I'm glad I was home alone for that because I let out some
Oh no.
string of obscenities. Let's call it that way. But yeah, GG's to Amish Paradise there, definitely.
Yeah.
And we are joined again now by Mystic and Dapper. GG's to both of you.
GG's. Hello,
GG's.
GG. Good game.
So-
What a back and forth race here. Tofile, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, just one thing that you both ended up doing that I was just curious about was both Dazed and Dapper, you grabbed the hammer and quad, and then forgot it to grab the sword. It happened to both your teams, so
Yeah. Well, okay. Well, kind of makes me feel better that both of us forgot. Question mark.
yeah. I don't know if Zero missed the ice rod on Zora Ledger, forgot to grab it, or just didn't, because that was a problem for you guys.
You
I thought
see,
you
it
guys
helps out
grabbed-
with the quick swap.
So
Is what
that's
Dapper and I told each other. It was that I saw it and I got Zora and I was like, "Yep, I can save and quit." And then Dapper's like, "Hey, so we need ice rod yet?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, you know what? I did see that. I just didn't get it or write it down." Whoops.
So we tracked it, or I say we. Your teammate Danny Music tracked it for you, and so we were just like, why didn't Dapper get the ice rod? because you went up there for your Moon Pearl at Waterfall Ferry, and we're like, wait, Zero saw the ice rod. Why didn't you go get it? And so we make a big deal out of that for like 45 minutes, and none of it is relevant. So feel free to ignore that if you watch this back.
I figured I'd get roasted for it, so I just knew it was coming.
We didn't know it was wrong.
That was the last 15 minutes of our discussion when we found out we were going. We just said, okay, here, what's our story for why we skipped ice rod?
Quick swap. That's what we decided.
It was
on.
definitely quick swap. Easier to quick swap, obviously.
I have another question, which is, what's your story for skipping boots on Laser Bridge?
We got there. Yeah, we were like, did we do it? Like, nah, it's all right.
That made it real interesting at the end, right? Because Dazed and Mystic got them. Danny in chat is saying, he said in chat, there is no way, or it's just like, I could very much see Amish Paradise skipping those boots on Laser Bridge. I don't blame you.
We felt kind of behind, so it's like anything you skip that you don't need to get helps not be behind. If you know it's boots, obviously get it. But
and then Dazed, what was your philosophy behind checking it there? You were still looking for the silvers, yeah?
Sword
or another sword, yeah. That's
sword.
True, yeah.
Yeah, because like we were on Master Sword.
Everybody was on Master.
Thing.
Yeah, everybody was on Master Sword until Trinex. Yeah.
I mean, if we had silvers, I probably didn't check it either. I probably wouldn't have checked it either. I'd have been like, or maybe I would have. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
But like, not having silvers, it was just like, I'm not going. I have to check these chests, right? Like if I pull a sword here, it saves time on my Trinex fight. It saves time on everything. I mean, everything would have been good, but like, yeah, can't say I'm happy with the way I played today. So, but I mean, that's my problem. That's not you guys' problem.
Co-op is hard.
Moth is hard.
Moth is hard.
Moth is hard. Moth is hard. I don't know what happened, honestly. Like I don't think, what's worse though is these things come in cycles. I haven't died to Moth in a really long time.
Yeah, get ready.
And now I've got probably 10 deaths to Moth in the next 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Just watch my Trinex fight. You'll feel better.
Yeah.
Or me nearing out of.
Shout outs to the bottled fairies today.
Yeah. Fairies and the fillet, by far the MVP of this seed for y'all. Everybody had some struggles there today, but it happens. Mystic, I want to give you a chance to say, we have to wrap this up pretty quick. So, but since we haven't heard a ton from you, Mystic, I want to give you an opportunity to say something if you like.
Just good game. It was a close race. Where the heck were silvers?
Stumpy.
Dazed.
Dude. We were in go mode. What were we going to do?
It was a very reasonable. It was. We talked about this. It was a case of extremely unfortunate timing. There. So it's just like when Dazed found the bow and when you were finishing Swamp Palace, it made total sense for you not to check that.
I'm just saying, someone on my team told me I should do Smith Chain. So you would
go by Stumpy, and you didn't go by Stumpy.
Because you were in Swamp, you were gonna route up and get it, but then you got go mode in there, and it was just like, well, forget it.
Amazing.
It's always something.
Look, you got half magic on Dig Game. What else did you want?
Exactly. You gotta see how much
I didn't get half magic.
Ganon. I got to use so much cape on Ganon. It was amazing. Of course, then I proceeded to lose 30 seconds on Ganon because I'm bad.
Right.
Oh, hey, how much did we lose by? Ah, crap.
It was so close. It was
about
so
15,
close.
15, 16 seconds.
Yeah. No, my there's like 4 or 5 fights that I can point to in this, and I'm like, if I was faster there, okay, yep. Let's get better. Let's get better at the game. We'll practice it a little bit more again.
I'm just gonna blame silvers.
That's
There
fair.
All right,
That's
we
fair.
do got to wrap this up. We've got another race coming up right now on this channel, or in very few minutes. That's some open league action of Grouchy Old Men versus the Uncle Routers. That should be fun. So stick around here for that. Thank you to all of our runners for playing. Thank you to Tofile for joining me on comms. Thank you to Danny and especially Pichu for jumping in the last second track. And thank you, chat. Stick around, more league action. My name is Tyler Salt. Have a good night, everybody. And have a good rest of your day, Dazed.